All right, next problem, number 16. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to clean up my fractions. All right, I'm going to simplify each one. I'm going to do the math probably quicker than you would, but just pause the video at any point you need to. So I'm going to divide 162 by 3. Get the cube root of 54. X to the 5th over x squared gives me an x to the 3rd up top, and I no longer have a denominator. So that worked out pretty cleanly. Now I'm going to break up each one of these so I can clean them up. I'm going to do a factor tree. 6 and 9, 2, 3, 3, 3, which is 3 cube roots of 2. Cube root of x to the 3rd is really good. That's just x. And then all I'm going to do is take my outside pieces and write it as 3x times the cube root of 2. So clean up your fractions. Again, pause it when you need to. Number 17. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to clean it up. That gives me a 1 and a 5 and an x squared on the top. My one x cancels out. So now I have the square root of x squared over the square root of 5y. All right, canceled what I could. Now, because I need to get rid of that square root of 5y into my denominator, I'm going to multiply the square root of 5y times the top of the bottom, because that's multiplying by 1, and that's the only thing I'm allowed to do. When I multiply a square root by itself, square root of 5y times square root of 5y, I'm just going to get 5y. Now my numerator, square root of x squared, I know that's just x, and I can't do anything to that. I'll leave it as a square root of 5y. Now looking, I don't have x's in my top numerator denominator. I don't have y's or 5's on the outside. And I only have one root that doesn't clean up. So I'm done. I can't simplify anything. I can't clean up my root. So I'm going to say x squared, so 5y, over 5y. All right, we got 2 more. All right, number 18. Same idea, I'm going to simplify. Oh, there's good. X's cancel. Y squared over y to the 3rd leaves just a single y in my denominator. Square root of 3 over square root of 5y again. Worked out pretty good. I don't have to get anything completely ugly. Get rid of the square root of 5y by multiplying your numerator and your denominator by square root of 5y, which is 1. Multiply these two. Square root of 15y over, those two are the same, 5y. Only terms that can be simplified if they're both on the outside or both underneath the root. You can't do an outside number with an inside number. It doesn't clean up. So I'm good with the square root of 15y over 5y. They're not, even if they start looking ugly, they're not always as bad as they look. All right, last one. 15 square roots of 60x to the 5th over 3 square roots of 12x. 15 square roots of 60x to the 5th divided by 3 square roots of 12x. So same idea, that's ugly. So I'm going to simplify. On the outside, I can take a 3 out of the 15 into 3. On the inside, 12 goes into 65 times. I can take an x out of both of these, leaving me with an x to the 4th. And oh my goodness, that's really good because my whole denominator's gone. So now I have 5 square roots of 5x to the 4th. Everything in my denominator canceled. So I'm going to clean that up because square root of x to the 4th is x squared. So I have 5x squared. Square root of 5. A lot of times you have these ugly looking problems. They're going to clean up and be a lot better looking than you expect them to be. So I did a whole bunch of canceling, and I'll do it again just to show it one more time. All right, 3 goes into 15 5 times. 12 goes into 60. There's another 5. I can cancel out 1x, leaving me with an x to the fourth, and all I have left is a square root on the bottom which doesn't have anything in it. So that whole thing is gone. And then I take the square root of x to the fourth, because 5 does not factor tree and give me anything else. And I get my final answer. All right, that's the rest of section 6.2. There's an assignment in the classroom. Hope the rest of your break goes well, and I will see everybody on Monday.